This is BookSource for Classroom Organizer. I use it to do the check-in and check-out of my classroom library books, as well as like manage how many copies I have of them. It's really great. I use it with a scanner that I purchased on Amazon. I also have used it with my cell phone using the app, but this is the website. So when you first log in under teachers, this is your home page. It'll tell you how many books are overdue if you chose to set a due date, number of books you have to approve for checkout. Then it also will tell you like how many books are checked out, which students have it. You can click view students and it will show you your students and how many books they all have checked out with them. It'll tell you what books you've checked out or that students have checked out so that you know which books you're missing if you're looking for them at the end of the year, and who has them. It tells you what book, what student, the copy that they have, and when they checked it out. So that's a pretty cool feature as well. There are some other little features like the distribution of who has fiction, who has nonfiction. Didn't really set all that up when I uploaded my books. If it told me if it was fiction or nonfiction, it set it up, but I didn't manually override any of that, so that chart could be wrong. I want to focus on the library section. So if you go on the left-hand side of your homepage and click library, this is where you're going to see all of the books that you have, add books, add numbers of books, and the condition. So right now I'm in grow and manage. This is if I want to add books to my library. If you're going to use a scanner, instead of just typing in the USB number or the ISBN number, not USB, you need to make sure that you click inside this box. If you're not clicked in this box, your scanner will not scan the book. You have to be clicked in there. And if you want to search the library of the books that are already there, you need to click in the box and then scan the book. So I'm going to just add a book. I already have this book in my library, but I'm going to add another copy. So if you click the add title to library and then type in the ISBN number, now I'm not using my scanner because it's at school. I'm doing this at home. So I'm just going to manually enter the number on my book, and it will add my book to the list. So I added A Wrinkle in Time. I go ahead and I hit the plus, and then it'll tell you that it was added to your library. A lot of books in here have several pages. Some of them give me the artwork, some of them don't. Some of them give me a Lexile score if it can find it. Some of them don't. I mean, you can go back and manually enter all of this information. I'm just choosing not to right now. If you wanted to manually enter it, you would go and click on the wheel, the settings wheel next to the book you want to enter, and then hit edit. And it will ask you to change it to fiction to nonfiction. I do mine by Lexile score because that's what our district uses, but you can change the Lexile measure as well, and you can change that to, they have guided reading level, Lexile, and AR level. So they don't have a lot of options, but a couple of the most popular ones to be used are there that you can update that too. Once you're done updating what you're going to update, you just would click save, and it would save any changes that you made to your book. I had some questions about people with checking books out to students. I'm going to get to that in a second. But after you've added all of your books, if you have multiple copies of your book, if you click at the top, book quantities, locations, and conditions, you then can, if you have multiple copies, like I have multiple copies of A Wrinkle in Time. I have 3 copies. My students really like this book, so I like to have extra copies. You can add another copy. You can edit which copy, like the condition, like if your book is damaged, so if I can edit it, and location, that's I guess what student has it, my conditions, so I could edit all of that. I'm not going to, because my books just get messed up, and I mean, I don't really worry about it that far. But you can also add ebooks. I don't have ebooks on here, so that's not really pertinent to anything that I use or really know much about, because I don't actually use it. The next part is checking out books for students. So if you click check out for students, you can either look through your library and then individually go and check them out. Or what I've been doing in my library is I have a student who I've taught how to use the scanner, and I just let her on either use the app on my iPad or my phone, or I let her use my computer with the scanner. I have her click, so right now we're in teacher home, and then when she's ready to either sign books out to students or sign them in when they return them, she clicks on students, and the student comes up with the book, and she clicks on the student's name. So for example, if I'm checking a book out to my student Ariana, she clicks on Ariana's name. She decides that Ariana is checking out a book, so she clicks on the green check out and read book option, and then she can either search for the book in the library, which takes a long time, or she can click inside the search bar and scan the barcode on the book. It is crucial that you click in the search bar, because if you're scanning and you're not clicked, it's just gonna beep. Nothing's gonna happen. So you must make sure that you are clicked inside that search box before you scan your book. You can also type in the ISBN number. Again, I don't have my scanner at home with me, so I will just type in the ISBN number. It will find the book. Again, I'm just using a copy of A Wrinkle in Time that I happen to have at my house. And there it goes. It tells me that I have the book A Wrinkle in Time. And then when I'm ready to check out that book, I just click the green check out book, and it says, great, you've successfully checked it out. So then I can go back to my library and check out another book for this student, or if I have another student, I can click at the top right, that's not me, and it will take me back to all of my options for my students to check out books. Once I'm done checking out books to students, I may have some students who want to get a new book and they need to return their book, or if my student who sorry, I'm just clicking back to get back to where I want. Okay, so say Ariana is now done with A Wrinkle in Time. She will, my checkout student, my librarian, will click return books. She'll click again on Ariana, who's returning the book. Oops, sorry. Click on Ariana, and Ariana has A Wrinkle in Time, so she'll just click the green return book, or again, the book can be scanned and returned that way. It gives an option for students to write a review of the book. This is if they log into their account. You can get, they have a password and can get on their account. I haven't done that so much with my students. I really created them accounts so that I would know who has what book. But in order to use the scanner on the computer, you need to make sure that you click in the barcodes when you that didn't work. Return book. I'm gonna go, I guess it's gonna make me okay, well, anyway, I guess it wants her to write a review of the book. I'll get her to do it tomorrow. But so whenever she's done returning the book, I would just scan it, and you would say, that's not me, to go back and do another book for another student. Let's see if it works this time. not working. Okay, well, mostly my questions were related to using the scanner. So again, if you want to use the scanner, go ahead and click on the search bar and then use the scanner, because if you don't click in that search bar, it won't find anything. It won't be searching for anything. So that's my best advice, is to make sure you click on the search bar, or when you're adding books, to make sure that you are clicking on the add ISBN or search the books, because if you don't click in the boxes, the scanner isn't going to do anything. I learned that the hard way. I was trying to scan books that weren't clicked, and I was like, this doesn't work, this is a ripoff, but it actually does. It's really cool. This is back at my like homepage dashboard area. There are other features. I only have 15 minutes available on the screencast, so I can only talk a little bit more, but student management, just again, that tells you what books each student has, how many books they have. Reports, you can run a report based on like who has what books checked out, like their history, any overdue books and things like that. There are also teacher resources. I haven't really looked a whole lot into these because I haven't had time, busy teacher life, but I plan to look at them over the summer. So again, I guess most of people had questions regarding like how they add the books, and all that kind of stuff. So I hope this helped a little bit. Sorry if I rambled, but I hope this was helpful for you.